Good morning. It's good to see you again. So we have something a little bit different to work on today. Are you interested in helping me? Perfect. So we actually got some random player's guides and old magazines in. Now, just so you know, we did set up a separate area of the game store to start selling these types of items. They've actually kind of been in demand recently. We have a lot of people coming in wanting to build little collections. So this is the first trade-in we got. If somebody were to want to trade in any of their old magazines or player's guides, just come get me and I can show you how we make an offer for them, okay? And let me show you how we look through them and make sure they're in good condition. Now, I already did these ones, of course, since we did accept them and pay the customer. However, I'm just going to show you what I did for future reference. So let's see, there are 1, 2, 3 player's guides, 3 game informers, and 3 Nintendo powers. So let's start with the Nintendo powers. Now, are you familiar with this magazine? Yes, perfect. Okay. So here is the first one. And this one is pretty cool. It has Charizard and Venusaur on the front. Show you up close. Now, I think people really like to purchase these for nostalgia, of course. And this one, you can see, is in pretty decent condition. It's not perfect, but that's fine. It's not missing any pages. The binding is nice. And this will definitely sell since it is Pokemon themed. And it looks like this was advertising Fire Red and Leaf Green. So that's pretty cool. Let's just check the date this was released. So that's something else we're going to do, is organize them from oldest to the most recent releases. So this one was released in October 2004. Alright. So again, you're going to look through every magazine, make sure it's in good condition, and then make sure there's nothing else inside of it. So there could be old notes from somebody playing a game, or just anything random that they forgot. So just make sure it's perfect for selling. So this one is good to go. And then the next one. This features an 8-page preview of Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars. Again, the cover looks beautiful. This is a fantastic game. The binding looks good. We can see the staples. Back looks good. Let's see if we can see. Okay, yes, this one is definitely much older. So 1996 this was released, and this was just volume 82. So this one again looks to be in good condition. Looks like it has some cards inserted in the middle for Mortal Kombat 3. So that's cool that they still are in there. And what else? What else? I think there's also a poster here. Looks like it might be a Marvel themed poster. And yeah, overall, this looks great. So definitely another one we can put on the shelf. And now the last one. Let's check when this one came out. November 2004. So, what was the first one? I already forgot. So these will both go right next to each other. And this one was advertising Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door. Another great game. And here is the front cover. Very nice. And usually we will see some of the front removed if somebody ripped off their home address label. That's okay. Sometimes they'll also leave their home address label. Depends on if they want the privacy or not. So either way, this one is in really nice condition. So you'll see some have the staples, and typically they are the older versions of the magazine, and then they eventually have the nice binding. So this one, again, advertising fire red and leaf green. Let's see, this looks very, very nice. Metroid Prime ad. And you can see there is a nice article on Paper Mario. So this one will definitely sell as well. It's in great condition. It's a very popular game in the store, and I'm sure it won't have any problem flying off the shelf. Okay? So any questions so far? Perfect. So we're going to move on to the Game Informers. Now these are older. All three of these are 1992. So let's see what we have here. November, December 1992. So this is kind of like a holiday themed issue. And we have the staples on the side. They look pretty good, intact. And then this is specifically advertising a Chester Cheetah game for Super Nintendo. These are not going to be as popular as the Nintendo Powers, but they still do have a fan base. So we will for sure put it out. And it does look like it has this holiday catalog insert as well, which is kind of cool. So, looks like you could go through and actually order games with the order form. So we'll keep that in there. This one is nice. Here's another one, also in very nice condition. So here's the front. Looks like it's advertising some Game Boy games. actually see a Game Boy ad right there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, you can see this is in great condition as well. It looks like this is also talking about the SNES. What puts Super in the new SNES. So that's also kind of cool to read. And again, great condition. And then the last one. This is also doing another Chester Cheetah ad. I can't tell. I don't know. We'll have to look. So again, nice quality. Now, sometimes if we do have a magazine that has a rip, or maybe has some water damage, something like that, we'll still consider putting it out on the shelf, because there are certain editions that people come in looking for. So if we know it's popular, we will try to sell it. Looks nice, nice pages, and great condition. Alright, so now the player's guides. So these definitely sell, no matter what the game is. People will come in looking for them. So I'm sure these 3 will sell quickly. And again, we're going to check the condition. So this one is for The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. So again, we look for any damage on the front. It looks very nice. We look at the spine. These are all going to be much heavier than the magazines. So we want to make sure the spine is intact. Check the back. And then check the inside. So again, looking for any damage, looking for any loose pages that may fall out. Just making sure the quality is acceptable. You don't have to go through every single page, but just give it a quick flip and make sure it looks nice. And this looks great. So, another one we can put out. Then next we have one more Zelda player's guide, and this is for one of the best games of all time, Ocarina of Time. So again, checking the front and back. Checking the spine. Okay, so here's an example of what we have to look for. It looks like we have some notes in here. So it's actually kind of cool to see these are notes from the game. But we can just discard this. We don't have to keep it inside. And so just check the quality. And it looks like there's a message in the front cover from the Zelda creator, which is cool. And just in general, we see that this is great quality. Honestly, it still feels kind of new. I don't see any pages that are loose. And yeah, this is wonderful. And then the last one, so this is definitely the heaviest. So this is for another great game, BioShock. And I can already tell this is in wonderful condition. Again, it just feels brand new. So we check the front and the back. And check for loose pages. Again, you can kind of tell it just looks like it's in really good condition. And this is almost 200 pages, so that is why it is so heavy. And this is actually a wonderful guide. I've actually played the game and utilized this myself, so it's a great one to have. And yeah, all the pages look wonderful. Okay, so another good one we can put out. So any questions? Yeah, it's easy enough, and once you get used to checking the books and magazines and making sure they look good, it should be a quick process. So, BioShock, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, the 3 Game Informers, and then the 3 Nintendo Powers. So I'm going to have you place the magazines in the one area, again from oldest to newest, and then we'll put the player's guides in the separate area. And for that one, we're going to do in alphabetical order by the game title, okay? Just be a little bit easier for people to find the guide they're looking for, and hopefully we'll get a good amount of trade-ins. Alright, so thank you for your help today. You've been a wonderful employee in the store, and I will let you know the next time we have a trade-in like this. Have a great day, and I'll see you in a little bit.